Okay guys, so today we're doing a quick DDD deck list. We'll be doing 40 card deck, 21 monsters, 19 spell traps, extra deck and side deck. So let's get started. First three, your 3 swirl slimes. You must have 3 fusion cards, send it from hand, or you can also banish it to special from thing. So then we also have your Necro Slimes, which is pretty much the same premise, not as good because you can't send from hand. Usually if you can, you send your your Necro Slime and your Swirl Slime together, and then you banish the Swirl to special, and then you use Necro Slime with another one to banish from grave to fuse as well, so it only fuses from grave, whereas Necro fuses from hand, and then you banish to special from hand, so it's fairly a little bit better, so it just makes more plays for you, that Swirl Slime. Okay, next card, you gotta have 3 of your Savant Kepler. So basically it's your 10 scale. Don't you really use scale that much, but if you do, it's perfect. And its effect is when it's normal special, you add a Dark Contract card from your deck to your hand. Or you can return a DD or Dark Contract card, and that's good because if you don't have a search card, you normal summon it. That might affect Veiler it, but you get that search if they don't, so which is good. Next card, you gotta have 2 of your DD performance, so just target one of your DD cards, you change its level, so that's how you go into your level 4, rank 4 beta, stuff like that, or even change another card to level 8 and special your big rank 8 beta, which is good. Next card, we got the DD Dragon King Pendragon, basically an MST kind of thing, so you usually special it off Swirl Slime or something like that. Discard one, it gains 500, it pops a spell trap as well, so it's good if you're not drawing the Twin Twisters that you'll see later. It's just like a get out of jail free card for a bad trap or spell. Okay, next we have 3 Leonidas, which is really important because they special from hand when you take effect damage, and you take no effect damage when they're on the field, which is really good. So, but if you're an 800 and you lost a K, you would still lose because you take the damage before you gain it. So, but that's okay. It's still a really good card to have in the deck. That's why you have to run at 3. Next, probably the best card in the DDD deck. You got your Ragnarok, run 3. So when he's normal special summon, you special summon another DDD card or DD card. And then his other effect is you tribute 1 DD card to banish one of your opponent's monsters, which is really good. If you have a Necro in grave, you tribute it to banish, and then you play with the Necro in grave to banish with another one to fusion, and then you come out. That's already 5k there, so that's pretty good there. Next card, so that's all the DD monsters. Then you got 2 effect Veilers, really good against super cons or something like that, just works really well. And then you got a new addition to the deck, which I only added in, Armageddon Knight. Okay, so that's it for all the monsters. That is 21 monsters, and from what I've seen, it's running really well. So, like previously, tonight I played it and it came second into a sudden death, and I lost against a Monarch deck that was undefeated. He went to Nationals as well, and I beat one of the other kids that was at Nationals, and I've only started playing about 9 months ago, so I'm not going too bad. And this is all my own build too, so that's why I'm doing this video, because I haven't really seen that many good DDD builds, so that's kind of why I'm making the video today, and it just works really well. So the Armageddon Knight, and then you got 1 Rota, so you search for the Armageddon Knight, and Armageddon Knight sends 1 Dark Monster to grave. So you want 1 Rota, 3 Twin Twisters. So obviously Twin Twisters, if you have an MST instead, you know, you run the MST, it works just as well, except it's targeting 2 and you only discard 1, which you use in the grave anyway. So it's really good combos actually if you discard a Necro or Swirl, because you can use that in grave anyway, so it just works really well. So that's 3 Twin Twisters, and then you got 1 Barrow, which is really good if you're in a little bit of a tough spot. You get back your Swirl, your Necro on another card, you got instant fusion, like pretty much from your thing, so you got easy summon, special summon from your extra deck for a fusion, and then you got the Swirl Slime special from hand, so Burial. Then you got the one Regeki, the one Foolish, and you have 2 Dark Contract with Swap Kings. Basically your fusion card from field or hand, and then if you're fusion summoning a DD monster this way, you can also use cards from your grave, so that works well. And then one of your main cards of your deck, probably your best card. Definitely your best spell, Dark Contract with the Gate, and it's your search card. You search for any DD card, you pay 1,000 standby phase, same as all the Dark Contract cards, but usually you'll gain it, which is good. So yeah, that works well. So that was 7 traps. Actually that was 12 traps, and that is all the traps that we run in the deck at the moment, the spells I mean, and they just work really well, they just combo off. So now we're going to the traps. You got 2 Dark Contract with the Witch, so you discard 1 DD or Dark Contract card and you pop 1 card in the field, so it's really good for getting rid of really annoying cards such as Call the Haunt or something like that. Just something that's really continuous and stuff like that. Solemn Warning, obvious, always a good card to run. You get your 2 Call the Haunted, get back your Ragnarok to special again, and it just works really well in the deck. You got your Bottomless, and the last card is a Blazing. Prefer to have more than 1 Blazing, but at the moment I only have 1, just because its effect damage you actually gain if you have certain cards out, like your fusion, whereas other cards you wouldn't gain the effect damage, but because the way it stays that you do gain it, so that's why it works really well. Okay, so now we'll do a side deck on this one. So we run 3 Max Cs just for the draw power. They just work really well, especially if you're getting dead draws, you slide them in, they just work really well. Artifact Lancia against Cosmos, stuff like that, works real well. Mausoleum, you pay 1,000 for each tribute it would cost to normal summon a monster, and you can normal summon it, which is good, just because if you're in a tough spot, you got no normal summoning monster, you could activate it and get the Ragnarok. Spell Shattering Arrows, really good, won me a game tonight against Monarchs, had 4 spells out, and took 2k and he was on 1800, so it just works really well. Obviously in this meta, 3 Imperials works against your deck, but if you're versing Cosmos, it works more for you than it does for them. For the mirror match, you got the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, so it negates all dark monster effects, which is good because it makes them either waste something to pop it, or you pop it in your own and then you OT. Really, you just go all in and you game them, which is how you really get everything off in mirror matches, because you need something to decide. And since I've been playing this deck, I have seen there's been 3 people that have created this deck in hoping to, I guess, do what I've done with it. And there was one playing tonight, and I think he got something like 12th, and his deck build isn't quite as good, but it's not too bad, but he's just got to fix a few things.
I think. I think he went 2-2.
So yeah, it was a 4-round tournament. He went 2-2 apparently, as I've just heard. So from my news reporter in the corner. So obviously the deck is a little bit higher than the other DD decks I've seen, which is quite good considering it's my own build. So now we're going to the extra deck. You got your big rank 8 beta, 2 level 8s, which is the 2 Ragnaroks, or you change another monster's level 8 and you special it. 3/5 beta, and after he summoned, no effects can be activated on the field, or effects that are already activated and negated for the rest of the turn, and you detach 1, destroy all spells that traps the field, or you can set a Dark Contract card from your graveyard. 3 of your Wave King Oblivion Caesar, so you attack, and during damage calculation you send a DD or Dark Contract card back to hand, and you can equip one of the other cards that you were attacking. So then you got, and it doesn't target, so it goes good against Cosmo, Dark Destroyer. Then you got your Oracle King, gains your life points when you take the effect damage from your spells and traps, or your Blazing Mirror Force. Just works real well, pretty much the most card you get out of all your specials. You got your Wave King Caesar, 2 level 4s. Basically, you detach 1 and you special summon all the monsters that DD monsters that were destroyed this turn, and you pay K on your next standby phase. So it works really well if you have Anarch that comes back and you gain it, which works well. You get Dark Rebellion, XE Dragon, the Castel, number 101, the Big Eye, which is for the two Leonidas if you can get him out, or even the Pendragon and Leonidas, or even if you change the format, and that works real well. You got number 23 Lancelot, attacks directly and it can negate a spell. Number 38 Hope, negates a speller effect and it's a 3k beater, and during damage cut you can detach one to change a monster's attack onto this one. And obviously Red Eyes Flare just wins games, which is actually a recent addition. So yeah, so that is the DDD deck build that I've got today. So if you'd like to build, comment, like, favourite, let us know if you've got any questions or anything like that in the comments. We'll get back to you. If you're after any trades, also message us. We got a fair few. So if you ever need anything, just message. We got a few. I got a few Ragnaroks if you're after them and stuff like that. Pretty much got another whole DD deck if you're after them. And a lot of other cards. So thanks for that, guys. As I said, this deck's been going really well. Top 2 tonight, and just, you know, it's probably a top deck, one of the top decks at my local, which is probably the most competitive local in one of the most competitive locals in Southeast Queensland, which is fairly good. So, you know, pretty happy with it so far. So thanks for watching. See you next time. We should have another video with all the combos that you could do with this deck. Just go check out our channel. Thanks.